DJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests here, Kevin and Melissa from Tantrum House. We're going to be talking about their Kickstarter in just a second, but you know we like to talk about the spicy hot games. And one of those that I haven't, he's got the box with him. It's Whistle Mountain. I am absolutely jealous. You guys have already got to play it. Kevin.
Yeah,
Melissa,
actually.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Melissa and I played a 2-player version the other night together, and then I played a 4-player version tonight, and it was a totally different experience. Yeah, you can see some of the pieces there. So you, as a player, are controlling airships, and you're using them sort of as workers, going around the board, taking different actions, like getting resources and getting scaffolding, and getting machines. You sort of see them in the left-hand corner, some of those square and rectangle buildings that you actually have to build on top of the scaffolding, and you're getting points that way. If you've played Whistle Stop, it is it's a totally different game, but there's some similarities in like the upgrade tokens that you can see in the other side of the board, those circle tokens that you're sort of upgrading your abilities, which is really fun. I love it when you can sort of differentiate yourself from your opponents, and you can have these upgrades that definitely power your actions up.
Look at the production on this, Melissa. I mean, this is their photos, and it's just popping off the screen right here. Did both of you get to play it, or was it just Kevin?
Yes, we played a 2-player game, so the board was a little more open than it would be in a 4-player game, but we have a pre-production copy, so it's close to the finish, but not quite. And yeah, the meeples, the tiles, the airships, really nice.
It looks to me like a deeper game than Whistle Stop. Is that right? Or is it about the same weight level?
I would say it's about the same weight level, but totally different. You know, Whistle Stop is that route building tile laying game. This is more of a worker placement tile laying game.
Yeah, I think there are more options for what you can do on your turn.
Sure.
Go get a machine, go get an upgrade, go get resources.
Yeah.
So it's not as linear.
Yeah, you'll see that water level rises as you are building machines above the danger zone. And that's sort of like the end game. You can sort of see the end game sort of creeping up, because as that water level rises, it's pushing people into the whirlpool if they are too low on their barracks. So it's sorry, Melissa. There goes your earbuds. Tantrum House.
Thank you. Oh, no. So pre-production copy, and what I'm showing you, actually some of the pictures were stamped that I'm going to show tonight are all prototypes. But you've had what's their rep over there in your area? I can't think of his name.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan. Yeah.
You've had Matt on. How close to what the chat crew, what they're seeing? How close is that going to be to what the final production is?
So you're seeing the 3D printed airships. They're going to be wooden airships, which they're really nice, nice and thick wood. I mean, they feel nice and chunky, which is great to move around. The resources, I think, are very similar to what you had in Whistle Stop with the wooden, but very custom, I would say.
Yeah, they are shaped. I can't remember. I think in Whistle Stop they might just be cubes.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
Been a while. Oh, no, they're tokens. They're cardboard.
Oh, they're tokens. The whistles, you can sort of see it in the bottom of the picture there. They're the bottom. Yeah, they're the copper colored
kind of like
whistles.
Metallic.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Oh, yeah.
The whistles are really, really cool. The meeples are wooden. So, yeah, the interesting thing is you'll notice on the water level, as it rises, it actually has a little pegs. Yes. That they slot into, so they fit nice. It's not like it's not like those are sliding around a lot when you place them in the slots. So that's very helpful.
So who's this game for? Who do you think is going to enjoy this type of game?
I would put it in the mid-weight category. Probably about, what do you think, an hour and a half?
It's definitely an hour and a half game, even 2-player to 4-player. The 2-player was an hour and a half. The 4-player was an hour and 45 minutes. And that was with that was with 3 people who had never played the game before. I taught it in it's a pretty quick teach, maybe 15-minute teach, because all you're doing is placing your workers out, showing them what the workers can do. And then it's really up to them how they want to go about it.
I think people who like a little bit of engine building,
sure.
There's some tile laying aspect with putting the scaffolds and the machines down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't go as far to say that it's a point salad, but there are lots of different ways to get points. So you're not pigeonholed into just one strategy.
You're getting points from building your scaffolds. You're getting points from your machines. You're getting points from even playing where your ships are going, depending on if you can get, like, some of the machines give you points based on where you put your ships on. Okay. And then a lot of the upgrades are giving you points. So yeah, point sounds probably a good term. There's a lot of different ways of getting points. The cards that you see there are different ways.
I was going to ask you. I saw cards in the game. What are they doing for you?
So you are getting basically on your turn, you can play a card for free if you have one. Okay. And that could give you resources. It could give you a free scaffolding. It could give you maybe a free small machine. Sometimes it gives you a free way of basically taking an action without using your ship, which is great because it gives you a little bit more versatility.
Right. The cards vary greatly in what they do. I know when I was playing, I was like hoping to get free stuff, and I kept getting the actions where I still have to pay for it. Right. I don't have to take the action, but I was like, I just really wanted some free stuff. Kevin has 18 cards.
Yeah, I had an upgrade that let me get a free card every time I gained a machine. So I was trying to gain machines. I was getting free cards basically. So I was like, why not?
Is there any hidden information in the game, or is everybody sees what everybody's doing?
Yeah, except for the cards, because that's hidden. The cards are hidden information until you play them. Everything else is wide open. So, yeah.
Question separate from the game. Thomas wants to know, what are your favorite game mechanisms? What do you look for in a game? Melissa?
I love worker placement, tile placement,
Melissa's favorite
deck building.
Game? Yeah.
My favorite game is Castles of Mad King Ludwig. I do like when players have their own goals, personal goals, and their group goals. I like games that have some variability in setup. So like each time you take out the game, you're looking at it and going, all right, how do I puzzle it out this time to win? So I do like puzzly type games, solving them. I'm fine with multiplayer. Solitaire, don't mess with my stuff.
Right. Don't mess with your stuff. I love Castles. It's been in my top 20 since I very first played it, man. I've got it all tricked out. So I love that. What about you, Kevin?
One of my favorite mechanisms is dice worker placement, like you would see in Kingsburg. Okay. Like you would see in almost like Coimbra, Teotihuacan, games like that. Love that mechanism. That's one of my favorites. I like games like multi-use cards, like in Lewis and Clark or things like that. I love it when you can use a card for different things.
I have a used copy of Lewis and Clark. I've played it on BGA many times, but I have the real copy just sitting there, and I want to play because I love when a game does multi-use cards correctly. Now I don't know if that one does because I haven't played the real version. So
does it great. They're actually, I believe, Asmodee is doing a new reprint for Lewis and Clark. Okay. So I don't know exactly when that will be out. But I just heard about that.
I actually have the European edition, the little skinny long box, not the one that most people have, the square box. So I'd like to see what the new edition is. Yeah. So Jay says tile laying for the win. There you go, Melissa. And Steve, the name father, who's going to be joining us later to play the game, he says laying tile is one of his top mechanisms. All right. So that's Bezier Games, and that is Whistle Mountain from Scott Caputo. You get a thumbs up, right?
Yes.
2 thumbs up. Yeah.